boy do I love Pixar feel-good movies like this. Hey movie buffs, I'm Jack Benner and welcome to my review of Luca. Luca is a 2021 Pixar film. The story follows Luca, a young sea monster boy with the ability to turn human when stepping foot on land. He befriends a boy named Alberto, a fellow sea monster who teaches him so much about the land. While they're exploring the town of Porto Rosso, a town that is entirely against sea monsters and will kill them if one is seen, they befriend a girl named Julia and compete in a triathlon event. Before I get to my review, any new viewers coming across my channel for the first time, welcome to my channel. I am Jack Benner. I do movie reviews on here, both old and new, and from time to time I do some lists on here, like top 5 videos. So if you're looking for either of those, you're definitely in the right place. So if you like movie content, like we see so far, definitely considering that like and subscribe button for more exciting movie content down the road. I've always loved Pixar ever since my childhood, making not only some of my favorite animated films of all time, but some of my favorite films of all time. So anything new or original from this studio, I'm always interested. And I remember hearing about Luca and I was really liking the concept for this film. And when the trailer came out, I thought it looked great and something interesting from Pixar. And I remember I had this film in my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2021, but I was disappointed since this was during the pandemic, the theatrical release got canceled and went straight to Disney+. I do see the reason why, again, it was during the pandemic, but also part of me wondered how it would have done in movie theaters had it stayed a theatrical release, given there were some blockbusters around June or July that were doing well at the box office and bringing people back to the theaters, such as Fast and Furious 9 and Black Widow. And I watched it on Disney Plus at the time of its premiere, really enjoyed it then. And now rewatching it a few days ago, man, does this movie hold up. And honestly, it's better than I remembered, and I consider it an underrated gem from Pixar. Luca is such a likable, charming, and heartfelt summer adventure from Pixar. To start my pros, cliche to say, but it's always true, the animation here is just beautiful. And this movie has a wonderful blend of 3D CGI animation and also combining 2D influences such as the expressive characteristics and artwork of Hayao Miyazaki. It's a visually stunning aesthetic that is applied excellently here to make this film one of the more uniquely animated Pixar films, all from the character designs, expressions, movements, and environments, along with the incredible attention to detail. And Pixar shows, and this film came out nearly 20 years after Finding Nemo, how phenomenally they animate underwater, giving unique monster designs from their colors, and even from the little things like their scales, and even their fins like on top of their head and how they move underwater. That's such amazing the detail right there. In other environments for the 1950s Porto Rosso, like the beach, the Italian Riviera, the village, and this movie taking place during summertime, it's all immaculate and great to admire. The film drew inspiration from the director's childhood in Italy, and several Pixar artists went to Italian Riviera for research for creating the setting. And I believe that research paid off phenomenally for this movie, both being a personal story for the director and the fantastic attention to detail. Another thing that makes Luca shine, the voice work and the characters. Jacob Tremblay, who's been proving to be an excellent child actor in films such as Room and an underrated family film like Wonder, he does a wonderful job voicing Luca here. From his innocence, how naive he is, and his curiosity, how it works as a coming-of-age story for Luca, discovering more about the surface, the world from astronomy. And he also shines with his excellent chemistry with Jack Dylan Grazer from It and Shazam as Alberto, and Grazer greatly applies his energy and charisma into the role, and how much he teaches Luca about the surface world, and also teaching him how to be brave with Silenzio Bruno! And it was also sad to see the lonely side of him and how he didn't really have the best relationship with his father. Both a funny and charismatic character, but also one you can sympathize with. And their chemistry together are some of the biggest highlights of the film, and just seeing them hanging out or dreaming about getting a Vespa, all of their joyous moments together brought a smile to my face. And Julia is a likable new friend they meet along the way, and how she teaches Luca more about astronomy and working together as underdogs for the triathlon. This is a funny movie with plenty of great slapstick and funny moments that have me laughing. It also works as a heartfelt movie about learning to accepting others and being okay to set aside differences. I really liked how the movie handles it using sea monsters and trying to survive in a town that is against sea monsters and will kill them. And there were moments that did give me anxiety whenever Luca and Alberto get wet, and whenever they're human and when they get wet it does reveal them as sea monsters. So it does have moments where it's like, oh, someone's gonna find out, someone saw that. So it does work as a unique, charming coming-of-age film from Pixar, and adding in a heartfelt message at the same time. Sadly, I do have a few issues with this movie. I will get to those right now. First is the villain. I wouldn't say he's a bad villain. He did kind of remind me of Chick Hicks with this arrogant who is this triathlon champion. And he does work as an obstacle for our main heroes. But he doesn't really have a whole lot of depth to him. He's just a big jerk of the town. He does have his funny and entertaining moments. But there's just not really a whole lot for him as a character to work with. And lastly, the climax, while very well done, I was hoping for maybe a stronger emotional impact by the end. I was hoping for something a bit more. The ending scene did get me, but before that, I was hoping for a much stronger punch. To sum up, Luca holds up greatly as a funny, charming, breezy, likable, and delightful film from Pixar. Strong voice work, likable characters, good message, and gorgeous animation. It is a shame that it was during the pandemic and the theatrical release got canceled, because I would have loved to see this movie in theaters. And I do know there was a re-release with the Pixar movies that went straight to Disney Plus, such as this, Soul, and Turning Red. I believe that was last year, but I didn't get a chance to go to that. And again, I am curious to see how this movie would have done at the box office at the time of its release, had it stayed a theatrical release. And looking back, I thought 2021 was a great year for animation, and this would be my third favorite animated film that year. My second favorite would be Encanto, and my personal favorite is The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Love those two movies. And I'm happy this got an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Film, even if it didn't have much of a chance to win against competition with Encanto and Mitchells vs. the Machines. I wanted Mitchells to win, but I'm happy Encanto won. But nevertheless, I'm happy this got a nomination. And now to grade it, I'm going to give Luca 4.5 stars out of 5, an A-. So happy this film holds up as a great and underrated gem from Pixar. And I'm also excited recently hearing that the same director as Luca is doing a new film in 2 years called Gato. And the story of that film does sound very interesting, and also excited to hear that it's using 2D animation style, maybe like The Wild Robot. After how much I love this movie and hearing about that project, I can't wait for that film in 2027. So if you haven't seen Luca in a while and you're considering about rewatching it, I'd say give it a rewatch. I still think the film holds up. So I would like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of Luca? Have you seen it? Do you agree? Disagree with my review? Or if you haven't seen it, or interested in checking out the film for the first time or not, let me know down below. Did you enjoy hearing my thoughts on this movie? Want to see more reviews like this in the future? If yes, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here, and don't forget that notification bell for my next upload in the future. It really means a lot. My social media links will be in the description down below. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, and if you'd like to see my written reviews, I do have a letterbox, so if you'd like to follow me on there as well. And until the next video, I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.